As we continue our overland journey south through Peru, we remain in constant awe of the vast tapestry of landscapes unfurling before us. From the lush green mountains and icy whispering glaciers of the high Andes to the vibrant wildlife thriving in their natural habitats. Exploring desert badlands to camping in seemingly Martian landscapes, roaming through endless dunes and along crimson sand beaches, our adventure has been nothing short of breathtaking. And while we have visited countless archaeological wonders along the way, one elusive gem has lingered on the horizon as our most anticipated milestone, the majestic Machu Picchu. So, one of the great features of overlanding is we've always got our accommodations along with us. You usually drive right up to whatever we're going to see. But in the case of Machu Picchu, the nearest town is Augas, Calientes, and there's not even any roads there. The closest we can drive is to Ollantaytambo, and then take a train.
And although we could hike the very famous Inca Trail, hiking for 4 days in the rain doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun when there's a perfectly good train there. So we are very excited to take the train. This will be our first time for both of us. And now we just are going into Ollantaytambo to find a place to leave our rig. Good morning, everyone. We're up bright and early, packing down the truck to leave it for a few days, and we're just leaving it here with this local lady in the field, and we have about a half-hour walk to catch the train. Ready?
Choo-choo!
We're doing luxury in one direction and budget travel in the other. This is the luxury version. Making my way back to the party car. So after a beautiful train ride through the mountains, a show and a snack, we've arrived in style to the town of Calientes. Now we're just going to head to our hotel room, get some rest, and then in the morning we're going to take the bus up to Machu Picchu. Here's our home for 2 nights. And only in Peru, hey? Good morning. On the bus to Machu Picchu. First people in. Wow, first look at the city.
And that is your mood.
Oh, and that's where we're going.
The top?
To the top.
The very top, or only?
To the top.
Okay.
And this place was not possible to live, not possible to build, not possible to farm, because the mountain was like this, almost vertical.
Yeah.
About that, for the Incas was necessary to build a plateau like this. To build these plateaus, the Incas didn't cut the mountain, just a wall.
Yeah.
This is, look at this is the mountain.
Yeah.
They carved it a little bit to build a wall, and behind up every wall they fill it.
Yeah.
Gravels, pebbles, sand.
Really?
When we have the rain, just filtering. Look at how it's still filtering the rain, right? Filter to the river. All these plateaus never retain the rain. About that, wherever we grow the crops here, didn't decompose because it has a drainage. This is the canal the Incas they were having, and they had as well the canal, female and male, to have kind of pipe to transport the water from the mountain.
Okay.
That means here, we don't need the rain to have a water. We don't need to get the river to have a water. The water comes from the Montaña Machu Picchu. Amazing place. But imagine, no water, no life.
Right.
The main things why they decided to build here as well, the water. The Inca, they were starting to build this beautiful place in 1400. Almost 80 years to build this place. And in 1480 they didn't finish, but they decided to have it, starting to farm, starting to make the ceremonies, just to 1520. 80 years to build, just 40 to live. Because in 1520 the emperor of South America was Waynapicchu. But he died before give the name of the successor. There wasn't any successor when the king died. There were these two people, these two groups, they met to organize, to choose to give finally the name of the successor. But these two groups didn't understand each other and starting the civil war. And the north was the winner. Because even now the big cities, big population is in the north. In the south we have more mountains than people, right? All the men able to go to Cusco to protect, they were going, thinking and come back. Nobody come back. Because to fight at that time was one by one, body by body. And the women decided to go as well to know why the men didn't come back. And even the women didn't come back. The children, they were not able to continue farming, but was necessary to feed to the elders. The last option for the children was to go to the valley to looking for something to eat. But they found the jaguars, the snakes, and they died. They never come back. Just resting the elders. They were not able to live, just to wait. And as a waiting, they were dying. And one day, magically, the life in Machu Picchu, gone. Finish. Hiram Bingham was a historian professor, and the local people, they offering to him to go Sacsayhuaman. Imagine, he was very impressed about that place, and the local people telling, if the American is impressed about Sacsayhuaman, must be see Machu Picchu. And he was asking, what is that? And explaining Machu Picchu is beautiful city abandoned in the Amazon, right? But to get there is just walking and dangerous because jaguars, snakes, bears, and they were telling to him, but are the most terrible things. And he was, what is that? Imagine such a different animal, mosquito. Even like that, he decided to come. July 24, 1911, he arrived to here, and he see two families living already here. These two families, they were already farming all these terraces, but they didn't touch the city. The city was like that, completely covered by vegetation.
Oh, really?
Hiram Bingham, he showed the picture to the National Geographic. Yeah. National Geographic, they arrived, wow. They call it local people to clean the city. Now we can see intact, original, now is one of the 7 wonders.
Yeah.
This was to put the torch. If the guard person like me can to take or put it, must be like you, strong to protect. The torch like that, just to scary wildlife, because the city is already enclosed. But was necessary to lock it as well, to protect inside as well, if sometimes the jaguars or bears followed or jumped to here. But was not allowed to kill them. They were following the nature. They were protecting the nature. Or they had the torch like that to put away, to the wildlife. And this is the entrance to the Casa del Inca resident. We can see how all the buildings has those sticking out, right?
Yes.
Those sticking out like that to hold the roof. We use that, and we have the passion fruit vines to hold it. And even from here, if you see through the windows, yeah. It's how beautifully in harmony following each other's.
Oh, that's so cool.
And how all the windows same size. If you go there, you must be back to go there like that.
Okay.
There is blocked.
Okay.
Yeah, about that. This is the entrance for the people living in the first floor, yeah. And to the left side to the second floor. Well, we can see there's the entrance for the first floor, the shelves, the latch on the wall to divide the second floor, and the door up there to get the second floor.
Oh yeah.
This is the stone bed with the straw matla, shelves, for the personal ornaments, decorations, air conditioner, you know, the hall maybe to block this, because even during the night we have mosquitoes as well. And this is the entrance to the private toilet.
It's nice to have Jason for scale. Let's see. Jason fits in this one. This is the right size.
If you are here, Miss, look at by the reflection.
Okay.
That window is reflecting then, can you see?
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. But you can see the window, it's a trapezoidal.
Yes.
By the reflection, trapezoidal as well.
Yeah.
Right? But when we pass there, when we come here, you see by the reflection is still the window, but in this case a square. Trapezoidal, but there change the shape.
It is.
The square. And if you are here 21st of June, 8:30 in the morning, the sun comes through that window, projecting there, and with the reflection, projecting like this. And as 21st of June, shortest day, coldest day in this hemisphere.
Oh, cool.
Following each other the same way, like this, even the small angle.
Yeah.
And in this case that they polish to make perfect flat like that with the hematite as a puzzle.
Yeah.
Right?
It is a
Following the natural fracture. And this is meaning the entrance of the 3 levels all over.
down to the finest details.
Thank you very much.
We had our amazing tour with our guide, and now we are off to Waynapicchu. So we have about an hour hike up, and we're really hoping this fog clears soon. There's the trail we're going, and then you see way up there. It's also where we're going, where that person in the orange shirt is, all the way to the top. It looks scarier from this view. Way scarier. Almost to the summit. We just have to climb up these little terraces, and hopefully we have an amazing view. It's a choice between staying for the view and waiting for the clouds to go, or getting rained on. So this is the start of the death stairs. They are named. No tourist has died yet, which is good. I don't think these death stairs are not so bad. This final stretch is like almost scarier to me than the stairs of death. So, made it to the top. We're all just crouched on this little pinnacle here, taking our photos, you know. Well, we just need to wind our way back down the stairs, walk through Machu Picchu, and then those little switchbacks you see is what the bus takes to go back down to Calientes.
not have me crying on YouTube. I don't know, it was just such a big milestone. I don't know, selling everything and driving in a truck for 6 years to get here. So I feel emotional.
There it is. Here we are. She's never looked so good. Home sweet home, home sweet home.
So, if that was Machu Picchu, we've done it. From here we visit the archaeological sites at Ollantaytambo, as well as a bunch more in the Sacred Valley, like Moray, the Mares salt mines, Pisac, Sacsayhuaman, just to name a few. And a huge thank you to our supporting channel members, whose names you see now. It's the support of these legends that allows us to keep traveling and making these videos for you guys. Especially our top tier members, Cecil Neville, Trotta Le Globe, Sim, East of Somewhere, Furious George, Aaron Isaac, Gary Redon, Austin Space, Frank Brantz, and John S. For our supporting channel members, we will have a full-length video of all of the archaeological sites we visit in the Sacred Valley, so if you're interested in channel membership, click that join button down below and check out those options available there to you. Once again, a huge thank you to our supporting channel members, and to everyone else, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Can walk down too. All sorts of lovely things. It's just straight the color that
Happy birthday to you.
Thanks for watching.